You're watching Tap Tech, where we go past the spec sheet and get into what really matters, the real-world experience of using the hardware you're thinking about buying. Today we're talking about the 2025 ROG Zephyrus G14, model GA403. And if you've followed this channel for a while, you know the G14 has been one of the most beloved gaming laptops of the last few years. Slim, powerful, portable, and usually punching far above its weight. But this year, Asus has redesigned and re-engineered the G14 from the inside out, promising not just better gaming performance, but better thermals, better display quality, and a smarter all-around package. We're starting with what matters most, the gaming experience, because that's what the Zephyrus name has always been about. The G1 for eye tested comes with AMD's brand new Ryzen AI 9HX370 processor, built on the Zen 5 architecture with 12 cores, 24 threads, and clock speeds that push over 5.2 GHz in boost. Paired with NVIDIA's RTX 4070 laptop GPU with 8 GB of GDDR6 VMO and a max TGP of 125 watts. This combination means you're getting a genuine high-end portable gaming machine, not just an ultra-portable that can game in Cyberpunk 2077 at the G14's native resolution of 2560 by 1600, with ray tracing set to Ultra and DLSS 3 frame generation enabled. The system averaged around 98 frames per second, staying consistently smooth even in busy city areas. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, maxed out with all details on high, hovered around 145 frames per second. For esports titles, it's simply Overkill Valorant and CS2 both sailed past 200 frames per second. Taking full advantage of the 165 Hz display refresh rate. The most surprising thing is how well it handles long gaming sessions. ASUS's new dual-fan, Trifant Vapor Chamber cooling system, combined with liquid metal on both the CPU and GPU, keeps thermals in check without turning the laptop into a screaming jet. Even in turbo mode, fan noise tops out around the mid-40s decibels, and in balanced mode, it's a comfortable low hum. After an hour of demanding gameplay, the CPU was sitting around 76 degrees Celsius, and the GPU held steady at about 76 oppressive for such a compact chassis. Running unplugged, performance does drop to save battery, but this year's G14 still does better than most. You can play less demanding games at decent settings for a couple of hours, without feeling like the system is suffocating. And when plugged in, it's full throttle, giving you desktop-level smoothness in a laptop you can slip into a backpack. Now, the chassis redesign. This year, Asus went for a sleeker, more refined look while still keeping the G14's identity. The lid is still aluminum with the signature anime matrix LED array, now with more LED density for sharper animations and custom designs. The hinge is sturdier, giving the display rock-solid stability with no wobble. And the whole build feels denser and more premium. The weight stays just under 1.7 kilograms, which for this level of performance is a huge win for portability. The kind of laptop you can genuinely carry every day without. It's feeling like you're hauling a brick. The keyboard is excellent, still one of the best in the gaming ultra-portable space. The key travel is deep enough for satisfying typing. The tactile feedback is crisp, and the per-key RGB lighting is brighter and more customizable than last year. The trackpad is also larger, smoother, and more accurate, making it much nicer. For everyday use, when you're not plugged into a mouse, the display is another highlight. Asus has moved to a 14-inch ROG Nebula HDR OLED panel running at 2560 by 1600 resolution, with a refresh rate of 165 Hz and a blistering 0.2 millisecond response time. HDR performance is stunning, with peak brightness hitting 600 nits, perfect. Blacks and infinite contrast, thanks to old technology. Colors cover 100% of the DCI-P3 gamut and are Pantone validated for creators who care about accuracy. Whether you're gaming, editing, photos, or just watching Netflix, it's one of the best screens you can get in a laptop this size. Under the hood, Performance for productivity and creative work is just as strong as gaming. The Ryzen AI 9HX 370, paired with up to 32 GB of LPDDR5X RAM and a PCIe Gen 4 SSD. Choose through multitasking, video rendering, and 3D modeling. In Adobe Premiere Pro, a 10-minute 4K video with heavy color correction exported in under 3 minutes. In Blender, GPU rendering with optics enabled was near what you'd see from some desktop RTX 3070 cards. The AI engine built into the CPU adds some future-proofing, accelerating workloads like background noise removal and video calls, real-time upscaling for streaming, and AI-assisted photo sorting. Battery life has always been a selling point for the G14, and this year it's even better. The 76 watt-hour battery can push 9 to 10 hours in light productivity mode, and around 6 hours for mixed use with some gaming and media. That's rare for a gaming laptop. And it's made better by the fact that you can USB-C charge it at up to 100 watts for everyday tasks. Only needing the 240-watt power brick for full gaming performance. Audio is handled by a 6-speaker Dolby Atmos system to tweeters and 4 woofers firing both up and down. It's surprisingly full for a small chassis, with good stereo separation and enough low-end punch to make games and movies feel immersive without headphones. Microphone quality is also excellent, with a AI-powered noise cancellation doing a job of blocking out keyboard clacks and background chatter. Connectivity is well thought out. You get 2 USB-C ports, one of which is Thunderbolt 4, 2 USB-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports, HDMI 2.1, a micro SD card slot, and a 3.5mm audio jack. Wi-Fi 7 support means low latency online gaming if you have the right router, and Bluetooth 5.3 ensures stable connections for wireless peripherals. Price-wise, the 2025 Zephyrus G14 sits in the premium category, starting high and going higher, with max specs, but you're paying for a level of performance, portability, and design refinement that's hard to match. It's not the cheapest way to get an RTX 4070, but it might be the best if you want it in a package. You can actually carry and use anywhere. There are only a couple of trade-offs. The old screen is gorgeous but can be a battery drain at high brightness, and as always with old, there's a theoretical risk of burn-in if you leave static elements on for hundreds of hours. Also, while the RTX 4070 here is powerful, desktop gamers will get more raw power for the price, though they'll lose all the portability that makes the G14 special. After spending time with it, it's clear. The 2025 ROG Zephyrus G14 GA403 is one of the most balanced gaming laptops you can buy. It's small but powerful, premium but still portable, with a display that rivals dedicated monitors and a thermal system that actually keeps up with the hardware inside. Whether you're an esports competitor who wants high frame rates on the go, a content creator who needs color accuracy and processing muscle, or just someone who loves premium tech that doesn't compromise, this is a laptop that delivers. You've been watching Tap Tech, where we go deep into the real performance and real experience of the devices you care about, so you can decide with confidence before you buy.